Hello babes, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you my monthly favorites for the month of May. I have some fragrance entries. I even have a few new entries. So without further delay, let's get started. Brown Girl Bella. Okay, I first want to delve into the world of fragrances to start this off because I have a couple of new entries for fragrance, and one is a balm. This one is the Christian Dior Lip Balm. You can use this on your hands, on your lips, all over your body, wherever you need a little bit of hydration. So I got this at the end of April, beginning of May, and I'm just going to squeeze out a little bit, that much. And what I love about this balm is that it is so luxurious. Yes, it's Christian Dior. Yes, it retails for $60, but it gives you such a moisturized feeling to your skin. It doesn't feel greasy. It just feels heavily moisturized. And even when you wash your hands, as often as I wash my hands, you know your hands can get pretty dry pretty quickly. But for some reason, putting this on, and even when I wash my hands while this is on, it does not give me that dry, ashy look to the skin once I apply this. It is so good. So it was so good, in fact, that I had to get another one. And this one is the limited edition in the pink houndstooth. So I'm actually using this for the spring and the summer because it just screams spring and summer. And then in the fall, I'll go back to the original one. So yes, it's so nice. I had to get it twice. The next thing that I loved is fragrance. And this fragrance is Paradox by Prada. Oh my goodness, this smells so sensuous, so much like summertime in a bottle. It has such rich notes such as neroli bud, white amber, and white musk. This is a warm floral fragrance that just transforms you to a beautiful, sultry summer day. It is beautiful to wear during the day or the night, and you can layer this fragrance as well, but it's much more potent as a single spray. I have used this and only this number of times, and it works so well. But you can layer this as well, and best of all, you can get a refill of this. If you buy the full size bottle, you can go into Sephora and get a refill for half the price of the full size bottle. So therein lies a wonderful reason to go in and to shop this. This retails full size for $165. This size that I have right now is the travel spray, and that retails for $35. And lastly, in fragrance, I have been loving lighting the Jo Malone Nectarine and Honey Blossom scented candle. As you can see, I am almost done with it. This is a subtly scented candle, gives you a medium throw, and it has notes of cassis, axia, and peach. This is in the floral category as well, but more fruity floral. The axia honey is divine in here. You also will note the peach in here, and it is wonderful. This candle burns for a long time. You can burn this size up to 45 hours in total. I usually leave it burning for the first burn around 3 to 4 hours so you can really fill up the room. And then I will light it and keep it lit for like an hour or two after the first burn. But you want to really make sure that when the first burn happens, it kind of covers the whole candle and all of the wax from the top layer melts so that you can have a smooth and even burn throughout the life cycle of the candle. It was one that I continually buy every year and replenish. It's time for me to restock my candles for next year. So I definitely will be grabbing some at the next Sephora sale, some for the fall and winter, and some for next spring and summer. So that was all of my beautiful smell goods that I love for the month. Now let's get into makeup and skincare. Okay, so for skincare, there's a few empties that I have that I wanted to throw in because I really enjoyed these products. And there's one in particular that I am having trouble finding because it's no longer on the brand's website. So I have to do a little sleuthing to find out where I can get my hands on it. So let me begin with Kinship Bright Wave. This is a energizing brightening eye cream. Babes, I use this all spring long. So it's not quite the end of spring, but I'm already done with it. I started using this around the winter time, so around the top of the year. So it really lasts a long time. I put it not only under my eyes, but also on my eyelids and wherever I needed a little more help brightening. It has vitamin C. It has all the good stuff that we love in our products and none of the bad stuff that we don't want in our products. So I really enjoyed this. I believe you can find it at Ulta or again on kinship.com's website. But I will leave a link to all of my products in the description box below so that if you are interested, you can go and shop with Shannon. Know that if you do shop with me, that I would receive a small commission for which every dollar goes back into the channel in products that I bring to you, giveaways that I do, and all the other stuff that I do throughout the year. So make sure you shop with Shannon and check those links in the description box. Also, if you are new and you like what I do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and then tap that notification bell to be notified each and every time that I upload, post, or go live. For all my returning babes, welcome back. Don't forget to thumbs up and like this video. Also, if you care, share it out and let other people know that BGB is the place to be for all of your luxury beauty skincare needs and news. Alright, this other one kind of surprised me. I got it in a gift set with some other things and I really enjoyed this. This was the Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads, and like I said, it is done. So this is going in my empties. What I loved about this was that it left my skin feeling very smooth and hydrated, and I didn't have, like sometimes, you know, you can get a little bit of texture here where you have enlarged pores or pores that are clogged. You can feel a little bit of texture there, especially when you're washing your face. I found using these, those pores were minimized, they were cleaned out, they didn't have any feeling that they were clogged. And I really enjoyed how my face looked after using this. So this is definitely going to be a repeat here on this channel because I really enjoyed this. So it's the Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. Woo! All right, we're going to try that again. That is the Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. Very nice. They're skin soothing, they're skin smoothing, and I love this. So definitely one to grab if you are like me and have a little bit of texture, that's gonna work wonders for your skin. And then the last thing that I'm kind of sad about, because again, it's hard to find this particular version of the Laneige lip sleeping mask. This is in apple lime. Babes, I loved apple lime. It is one of my favorites. It smells so heavenly. It's like you are eating a green apple dipped in lime. You smell both of them at the same time. My lips feel hydrated and moisturized. I don't get chapped lips or cracked lips anytime that I use this. I know they have a lot of other colors and flavors and things of that nature, but for me, it's the apple lime. For me, it's the apple lime. So I am on the hunt to try to find it. If I can find this particular one, I will link it in the description box below. So make sure you check it out. I'm telling you now, you're going to fall in love with it as much as I have. Now, this one is what I've been using the most, especially in the month of May. And this is by Josie Moran. This is called the Get Even Sun Milk. It is a broad spectrum with SPF 33. It is a mineral sunscreen, so it does have a little bit of zinc oxide in it, about 4%. It is a physical, non-nano mineral sunscreen that forms a natural barrier against UVA and UVB rays, protecting the skin from damage and protecting it from our oceans as well. The advanced technology helps to create an even, silky, and feather-light physical sunscreen for the sheerest of sheer sun protection. And it has antioxidant superfruits like kakadu plum to help combat the signs of aging by protecting against the environmental aggressors and oxidative stress. So I use this during the day. I apply 2 to 3 pumps, and I just coat this all over the face before I go into my foundation. It doesn't leave the skin feeling greasy. It just makes the skin feel hydrated and covered. And what I love about this most of all is that it has the faintest amount of zinc oxide so that your face is not discolored. Those of you who have melanin in their skin know what I mean. It does not give you a gray cast. It leaves your skin feeling very moisturized and hydrated. So love that about that. On to the makeups at this point, because we're ready to do that step. And today I'm going to use the Gucci foundation. I'm going to use the serum primer, and then we're going to go into the foundation. So the primer I'm going to use is by Gucci as well. I love to use this with my sunscreen because it works so well and it doesn't strip off any of your sunscreen that you just put on. Goes on so smooth and lightweight, and I love the feeling that it gives the skin. It does have a little bit of fragrance for those who are adverse to fragrance, so this does have a little bit of fragrance in it, but it dissipates so quickly that once I spread it across my skin, I don't smell it as much anymore. So just to let you know that note, because I know there are some babes out there who cannot stand any fragrance. So you might want to steer clear of the serum primer as well as the foundation. And here is the foundation. The shade that I use is 370. So So that is what I use. I gotta tell you, revisiting my stash has been one of the best things that I could have ever done, because it really helped me kind of fall back in love with some of the foundations and products that I've had in my collection without always going out and buying something new. Love this. And as you can see, it's such a beautiful foundation to the skin. And it gives my olive based skin just a nice, beautiful glow that is layerable. You can do a build up to full coverage, but I like to do just 2 pumps for a medium coverage on the skin, because this is so lightweight and natural, and especially now that the weather is heating up, this is perfect for just going out and going to work and you want a nice coverage, but you don't want to go overboard. This is perfect for that. All right, now that we have our foundation on, let's get to the concealer. And the concealer is no stranger here. It's been a favorite just about every month since I got it, and it is the We're Even concealer by Fenty Beauty. Babes, she broke the mold when she did this one. I love the doe foot applicator of this. I love the creaminess of the texture of this. I love the shade range. Everything about this is just fabulous. And not only does it conceal, but it also acts as a color corrector as well. So I don't need to put any color correcting to my under eye or to my eyelid when I have this product. It is so beautiful. In shopping my stash, I also came across these loves by Fenty Beauty, and I'm going to start with what I use underneath my eye, and this is her powder in the shade Cashew. So I use a little bit of this, tapping off the excess onto my lid and just lightly dabbing it underneath my eye. It's the perfect shade for me. Doesn't crease, doesn't disturb any of the concealer that I put on. I even use a little bit for my crease in the eye to minimize any creasing that may happen from me opening and closing my eyes. Then for all over, I've been using the Fenty Beauty in Honey, and this one I love as well because, again, tapping off excess into the lid. I love that this seals my foundation, sets it in place, but it doesn't take away the luminosity of the skin. It just takes away that shine without stripping the skin's natural luminosity. And again, this does have a little bit of fragrance, so if you are not a fan of fragrance, I would skip this product. But once it's on the skin, I hardly smell it any longer. A Caramel Cutie. I forgot how much I loved this bronzer. It's very lightweight, but I love that it warms up the skin without making it look too warm. You know what I mean? I like a little warmth, but I don't want it to look like, you know, I have boo-boo across my face. If it's too deep, it's not going to work well. But this Caramel Cutie is so good. And I finished the full size, so I just have the smaller size, which is perfect because as much as I change over different bronzers that I use throughout my makeup routine, this is perfect for what I need it for. And then with the rest, I just go along the sides of my nose to just contour the nose a little bit. And this brush is perfect for that. This is a Sonia G brush. It's perfect for the perfect contour or bronze. I got 2 blush sticks from Pat McGrath, and the one I'm going to use today is called Luscious Lotus. It is a bright raspberry or fuchsia pink, and what I love about this formula is that it goes on so creamy, but it also shears out to such a lovely color. It's almost like you have a glow within using this stick. I'm so glad she came out with new ones because when she first dipped into this, I had gotten 2 as well, but they were more for like the fall time. So I needed some brightness for the summer, and these deliver. You can also layer these together, the blush sticks, so you can come up with your own kind of bespoke look and not just rely on one stick, because really it shears out so wonderfully that you can almost blend like 2 or 3 shades together and it doesn't look too severe for the face. First, you know, I wouldn't be BrownGirlBella if I didn't layer things and make my own concoction. So I am going in with the Wayne Goss. This is his Weightless Veil Blush Palette in Vivid Azalea. And I'm going in with this color here, which is called Shocking. And I'm going to use that same brush wiped off that I used to powder. And we're just going to tap a little bit on the apples of my cheeks and bringing it outward to pump up that beautiful pink that I layered on with Pat McGrath. And then with the highlight section, the pearl, I'm going to go in with a rougher number 20 brush, taking a little bit of that and just lightly dusting it across the upper points of my cheekbones with a light Naturally Reflects. And then with the rest, I'm just going to go slightly down the nose in the center and then the Cupid's bow. For brows, we're going to use the Benefit. And I've used this almost since it first came out. Such a great product because the spoolie is nice and stiff, so you can brush up the hairs without feeling that, you know, the spoolie is going to break or it's moving back and forth. It's nice and stiff. And then the side with the product, the point is very fine, so you can outline your brows, make them look very defined and professional. So now that we have the brows on, let's get to my other favorite, which is mascara. I have been loving the Chanel La Base mascara. This is a mascara primer that really coats my lashes, helps make them strong, and also provides it with the ability to lengthen as well. For mascara, I've been using my 3 Wise mascaras that I love to use for a bespoke look. The new Givenchy Le Edit mascara, which separates my lashes, provides them with a nice extension, as well as coaxing the lash to curl. Next, we're going to go in with YSL Lash Clash, and I have this in a full size as well, and this just helps my lashes bring on the volume. And finally, we go in with Fenty Beauty with their mascara, which I told you I slept on, but now that I know, this formula is bomb. Okay, so off camera I use the Sydney Grace Times The Fancy Face, which is Tina here on YouTube, their collaboration on Sydney Grace's formula. I don't know if it's still available. If it is, I would put a link in the description box. That won't be affiliated. However, these are shades that you can absolutely recreate yourself as well. So don't fret if you love this color. Just get some fuchsia eyeshadow as your base, and then get like a dual chrome to go across the lid. That's all I did. So now let's go into the lipstick that I have been loving this month, and it is from Dior in one of the limited edition cases. This is Rose Carnage, I believe it is. So I forget the name of the actual lipstick, but I will go and find it and throw that into the link as well. I thought with this look that I'm doing today, it would look perfect, and it does. It does. I look like a bright spring, sunny summer day. So this is the final look. Finishing spray, and that will be the LYS Natural Finish. I love this. I love the mist. I love how it sets and melts down any excess powder and leaves behind a very natural, luminous finish to the skin. So that is one that I have been loving as well. So like I said, all of the links to everything will be in the description box below. If you like this video and you've gotten to the end, just put a lipstick emoji in the comments so I know it's real. Don't forget to like and share this video. And until I see you again, you have now been Bellified. Take care, babes.